Apparently the AP's insane. Look at the citadels. Got him. Hey guys, welcome back to World of Warships. For those of you watching in Canada, happy Canada Day. And that means today we are going to be playing some Canadian ships in honor of it being Canada Day. Haida is absolutely incredible, as is Huron and Yukon. These are the three ships we're going to be playing out today. Not terribly many Canadian ships here, but we do have to play them. And they're very, very good at tier 7. So when we're playing a Haida, we definitely want to be getting aggressive on caps. To have some of the best DPM guns at your tier for DDs and best in-class concealment, it's just a ridiculous combo to have. Yes, we don't have a heal, but with this concealment, we're basically dictating the engagement unless there's carrier spotting. That, of course, is a bit of an issue for us. Here, though, we are just going to get extremely aggressive very, very early. I think this crawling smoke can be seen as a bit of a downside sometimes, but when your concealment is this good, it allows you to take that initial engagement, smoke up. I was hoping to do this, by the way, with an example as we get fighting here, but apparently no DDs wanted to come fight. Quite sad. But I could smoke up like this, take that engagement, go dark, and then I can push out of the smoke to reinitiate that engagement if I want to. It's really interesting to be able to do that in ranked modes. Very, 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 very difficult to deal with that. And it's kind of a busted ship at tier 7, to be honest with you. Haida is better than Huron, in my opinion. Even though I love the heals, I mean, this concealment is just way too good. So I can just pop out, have spots for a little bit. Now we're undetected again. And I'm going to use my Hydro. Unfortunately... Oh, wow, he took a lot of damage. Unfortunately, we don't have too much spotting right now. But now we do. Yeah, that's the issue when you use these types of smokes. I suppose I am in front of my team after all. Insane fires. Yeah, we have good fire chance here as well. All right, we'll pop out for a second. A little worried about this, Boise. Yes, right to be worried. But don't worry, we have good detect. And we jump back into our smoke. It's so good, man. It's just so good. And with this smoke gen mod, I actually have really good uptime here. The problem being when your smoke is out, it's out for a very, very long time. So you're not going to be able to constantly pop a smoke and farm, get yourself out of a bad situation, things like that, where the tech tree British DDs certainly would be able to do more of that. Oh, looks like the DD went extremely wide. We landed a torp even. Okay, torps are not the strong suit of this ship, but we managed to land a torp anyway. Very cool. So now it's just giving away my position, this smoke screen, right? This is a situation where it's not so good. They're a wonky smoke to use, the crawling smoke generator, but I still like it in general. 2D, they both went wide. Both DDs went wide. That's crazy. All right, I'm waiting because I want to get behind this island, by the way. Positioning your ship is really important, so then the cruisers won't be able to shoot at me. And then we can open up. Haida also has really good acceleration, too. So that should allow us to do some speed juking. Notice that I have to give a ton of broadside. Also, we should not enable our AA. We need to enable it. Secondary gun, go! Shoot! Give me a close quarters expert. No, it missed. Yeah, you actually have a secondary gun on this ship, which is just hilarious. I don't think I've ever had a kill with it. Maybe once, a really long time ago. Wait, he's getting in range? I mean, these main guns are just so good anyway, so you don't really have to worry about it, but would have been funny, would have been funny. Okay, now we're on fire. We lost a lot of HP there, though, still. I mean, pretty dominant as well, you know, but if I had my smokes there, would have been much, much easier to retain so much more HP. Now that we're a little lower, we got to play a little bit more cautious. But again, you out-detect every DD at your tier. So if you're fighting anything in ranked modes, you know you out-detect them. So you just are the one controlling the start of the engagement. You decide if it begins or not, which is just so absurdly powerful. Smokes are back. Actually, a 70-second reload time here with this build is very, very solid. Usually, we definitely don't have that. Now, can I open up here and not be detected? Nice, I can. This is the other thing is, sure, we have that crawling smoke, but if I don't need to use it, you know, why would I? And actually, do we pen him? 20 mils of pen. I guess we do. Wow. Okay, we pen Boise, apparently. I'm not super familiar with the armor schemes. Now we're hitting turrets, I guess? At these lower tiers. I used to know them more when I played more ranked modes. But the damage output is just so nice here. The shell velocity is the problem, of course. Any of these mid-tier British-style guns on DDs, the shell velocity is just so slow. So learning to lead them is a big problem. All right, we found the cruiser, and this is a situation where I'm not going to open up. We're low enough that I don't think I want to. Even though he's low, I don't really want to. And look at this, man, right? Look at this. Poor guy. Like, he out DPMs us by a lot, by the way. But still, like, look at this. I mean, this is trolling, but I love to do this. Line up so we're just sailing next to where he's at. And you just constantly keep him lit. Although in this case, I do think we should open up because our teammate is also opening up. And we can just smoke, just like that. So in this case, our teammate is the one detecting this guy. And now he goes into his smoke. So now he's not being detected by our teammate, but now we can push out and detect him. Look at, see this? And as soon as if we get into trouble, wow, I can't even talk. Too excited I get to show you this. If we got into trouble there, I could just slow down again. It's not like my smoke is stuck in one spot. The ability to play so aggressive with your smoke because it follows you everywhere is really cool with this ship. That maybe not the perfect example, but a pretty good one still. And looks like this guy is going to go down. Yes, team got him. Teammate got him. All right, our team is going down, so this one may not be exactly over. We are not the fastest DD in the world, but we do have an engine boost, which helps us out quite a lot. Some of these battleships are pretty slow at this tier also, so not too hard to catch up with them. And I guess maybe we'll try to go for the enemy carrier here. I think he's in the south. Nice. Got the cheeky fire. So this guy doesn't have fire prevention. Look at that shell flight. Oh, it's so slow, man. The shells are just so slow. It's hard to lead. But that's where this ship is mostly dedicated to cap contesting and aggressively going after DDs with the crawling smoke and that. It's really, really powerful. Farming at range, maybe not its strongest suit. We'll see what Huron's like, though. All right, did this guy lead me enough? I think he did. He's just getting unfortunate battleship dispersion. Yep, that's us. Yeah, low-tier Italian battleships, man. Poor guy. Hey, a Confederate even. Nice. You'll get those quite often in a ship like this one if you're going after the DDs and all that. Yeah, if you don't have Columbo with the leg mod, legendary mod, the Italian line is pretty frustrating to play. Oh my goodness, trying to lead this guy is crazy. I can't hit him. It's so hard. He's on 2000. Oh, so close. All right, I gotta know. Is there carrier in the corner? Yeah, he's around here somewhere. He is. We were still spotted there after the DD went behind the island cover, so that's why I knew it, although this also confirms it for us. We're gonna keep our AA off. He should be able to find us relatively easily anyway, but... Aha! Found you! All right, now we turn it on. Now we send the DPM. I don't think AP at these ranges is gonna do a whole lot. And drift around it. Yeah, maneuverability. Let's go. Torps are 8 kilometers here. We got a fire, and it's out insta. 8-kilometer torps. That might not even be in range yet, actually. All right, can we do the slowdown trick? Sometimes that works, and I'm not leading enough. It did not work. Okay. His RNG. Wow, our AP actually has decent enough pen. Apparently it's 62 millimeters at this range. Okay, that's very good, actually. Wow. It's been a while, all right? It's been a while since I've played Haida. I forgot. Apparently the AP's insane. Look at the citadels. Got him. And can we dodge? Barely got us. Okay. A really, really good Haida game, apparently. Come on, AA. 12 damage at a time, I believe. Yes. And the last DD has been found. So pretty good match overall. Very good match even. 8 citadels and a DD. That's so funny. This ship is still so amazing. Probably not all that surprising given the concealment allows you to decide the engagement. That's such a powerful tool that these certain DDs have. And to be given some of the better DPM on the main guns at your tier 2 with that concealment is crazy. And even a match like that, not good enough for an E. So pretty high requirement. Yeah, that was over 2k base. So, you know, it's pretty good average then that people are having in this ship. Awesome. Good stuff, Haida. Yeah, I actually think I like this camo a lot. Oh, so good. Canada Day, man. And we're playing the Yukon. A bit of a strange thing here is we only have 15.7 kilometers of range. Very, very limited on the range stat, but 11.5 kilometers of detection. So not bad, not bad. It's still a little awkward to work with. Fortunately, we do have a spotter plane here too to help us out. Fortunate on the matchmaker for the most part here. We're just getting down tiers at tier 7. Maybe tier 7's back, guys. Remember when tier 7 was so good to play? And then a ton of tier 9 premiums got released, like coal ships, steel ships, all that stuff. And then they got pulled up constantly to tier 9. Maybe tier 9 being pulled to super ship all the time is helping free up tier 7 to be fun again. I'd love that. There's some really, really good ships and fun ships to play at tier 7. It's a really good tier. Tier 7 and 8, I really like both those tiers. Spotter plane up, and he's going to accelerate, so I don't know if we get that in time. 1.9 Sigma, though. Looks not bad. Yeah, Omaha's definitely going to out-accelerate those, but still. Decent attempt. Got to try. Our AA, I believe, does almost nothing. So, yeah, we got a plane, though. Nice. I guess we're doing 52 damage instead of 12. That's an improvement. It's only 5 kilometer range, though. All right, Omaha's back. And bit of... No, our turret traverse isn't too bad. Gotta lead them a lot, though. Did I lead them too much? I think I might have. That's gonna hit front. Yeah, that's too far to the front. And we got almost no hits as well. Okay, we're playing a battleship. Oh no, Colorado overmatches us. Help. Yeah, there goes almost 10k. Oof. California is in the back with the HE. What has happened to the mid-tier player base, guys? What has happened? I thought we were all pushing up and playing the game, not like tier 10. Oh, now that he's angled? Yeah. See? Broadside ships don't take damage, but angled ships also don't take... Yeah, that's some damage, I guess. Dang, man. I always think that broadside overpens means the guy's going to take a huge hit when he goes angled in. All right, our reload's not too bad. Just over 30 seconds here. AR giving us a little buff right now. And we go dark. Look at that. The concealment's crazy on this one. And we got super heals, so we're not in too much trouble. Yes. There he is. Okay. I can't damage Omahas. Where's my citadels? I was told Omahas explode. It's been so long since I've fought against tier 5s. Oh, Colorado, please, not again. Ow. All right, we have super heal though. It's fine. All right, we're gonna continue to lock Omaha, but notice this guy's going broadside right now. And we swap. Oh, California swapped to the AP now. Scary. And how did that go so high? I thought I aimed low enough. He's turning away. The aim system's supposed to do the shells go short when he goes and turns out like that. Wow, how disappointing is that? Colorado shot and he's bow in, so I am going to take this moment to turn away. All right. Round 2. These people will not stop going broadside, and I can't! Citadel! Okay, Yukon sucks. All right. Maybe, I believe this is just a paper ship, a fabricated ship, doesn't exist. So maybe that's why. Haida's good because it's a real ship. Oh well, at least, can we go? No, we can't go dark. Looks like the Nicholas is close by. We also overmatch Colorado's though, so that's really nice. Can we avoid his shells? Wait, I did 0 again? Okay. Okay. We're getting a slow start on the battleships, man. Very slow start. Yeah, being only able to heal 60% of pen damage here means that our super heals aren't actually all that amazing. Patience, patience, patience. I don't know why this Colorado is so insistent on shooting us instead of, like, our cruiser in the cap, but perhaps that's a good thing, helping our friends stay alive. He's gonna go broadside again. He's gonna go broadside again. He just is. That is the rule of cruisers at these tiers. And apparently the other rule is that I'm not allowed to Citadel them when they do. Oh, he's gonna turn in. Okay. Okay. That time he dodged. Well done. Well done. He shot. Our reload's not quite enough. He could have turned away. All right, let's try there. That's great dispersion. Please. Oh my goodness. Wargaming. What do I got to do to get a Citadel on a broadside cruiser at mid-tier? I'm always complaining about cruisers at mid-tier, and I don't want to play them because they don't have heals and they just explode. What is happening? These are short fuse AP, right? Okay, actually, maybe I need to double check this. Hold on, hold. I have the website up. Yeah, it's 0.015. That's short fuse. Normally it's 0.3033. I don't get it. We've been robbed. I have been robbed today. Maybe it's because I'm recording this early and it's not actually Canada Day. Maybe their hidden buff. I'm joking, by the way, but maybe there's a hidden buff on Canada Day for these ships. Ah, dang it, man. Oh well. Yukon is not particularly special, by the way. If you're wondering why you haven't really seen me play it on the channel, it's because I don't think it's all that amazing of a ship. It is interesting to have such a small concealment and range. In theory, the short fuse AP on the 380s is gonna... What? What was that damage? Was that like 20k? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see you, Wargaming. Now that I start complaining, then you start giving me good stuff. Okay, I see. We just have to complain. That's so annoying. Why can't I just get damage when I don't complain and I'm happy? It's so silly. Alright, looks like our team is just winning this one straight up, so maybe we will continue to push. Look at that dispersion though. Wow. Yeah, 380s. Another big hit. Oh my goodness. We're gonna take some hits here though. Overmatch. Yeah. Where's the Nicholas? There he is. Let's get our heal out. He's gonna go direct bow in. Oh, not quite actually. And he's done. Okay. We live. His torps. We dodged by accident. I'm not going to pretend that I actually played that properly. Maybe angling a bit. Oh, that was a bounce. 63 seconds until our heal. That's a little awkward. No, he citadeled us. Can I citadel him back? No, of course not. Okay, 91 is not bad. I got so many chances at broadsides, man. I'm just mad, okay? I'm just mad that I got so many shots into broadside cruisers and I did 0, okay? You'll have to forgive me for that. I just find that so frustrating when I play a battleship. So unfortunately with Huron, we don't actually get the full Canada flag camo here. But there is an Orca one, so I'm running that one instead. Going very wide. We got an up tier to tier 8 only. Not the full up tier. 3 games, no tier 9 spotted. Very, very fortunate for us. Usually, I would expect that to be much worse, but I might have to play more tier 7, considering tier 9s I've been saying for a while now often struggle to that full up tier. It looks like no enemy ships actually went to the flank here, so cleared that out rather nicely for our team. It also allows us a pretty good spot to get into the decap here through this little channel. Oh my. Wait, no, there's somebody here. And we have our hydro up. So we see exactly where the torps are going. I don't know why he hasn't shot his guns yet at us. But hey, I'll take it. No, I accelerated into that. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot! Okay, well, that's going in the video. It has to. We have heals. It's fine. We're going to pretend that's an adrenaline rush buff, guys. All right? Nobody talk about it. Nobody talk to me about that, all right? Can I hide from Balti radar on this island? Maybe I can. Yeah, look at our hydro. All right, moment of truth. Can we hide? Oh, he used his radar. Oh, so good. Sometimes you... Oh, this is a pretty nice village, actually. Sometimes you actually want to hide from radars, but other times it's really nice to actually just put yourself slightly inside, and that way you know when the radar timing is. So in this case, we know Balti radar is on cooldown at the moment. So I should be able to get this cap. Ah, there we go. Finally. Didn't know where the DD was, but now we do. Unfortunately, they have been just kind of running from this flank. Understandable when there's no DD, but does make it a little tricky for us. What if we just white line every single torp here? It's all gonna miss. I know. I know already. It's all gonna miss. And the reason we're not opening up also is Massachusetts secondaries. We do have to be careful around those. Wait. Wait. No way. What? Are we gonna do it to him? No, you think he has prop mod? Oh, it's so close. Wait, does he not have secondaries? That was a very accurate Massachusetts salvo. Oh my goodness. Every once in a while, those guns are crazy. All right, since we don't have smokes, sometimes you just got to find islands to shoot around the corner. The improved shell velocity is really nice. I already just noticed that from playing Haida previously. Unfortunately, this island is not quite right for us. The worst shell velocity would actually be better for us here, funnily enough. Allow us to get these shots easier over these islands. Our fires per minute should be a little bit better. Our reload's a little better. Our alpha damage is cut, though, on the HE. So that's how our HE DPM is pretty similar, even though our reload is faster. This is a solid gunboat. Unfortunately, just not a lot happened this game outside of me eating a torp like an idiot. Maybe that's good though too. We have a good game where I played well and got rewarded. We have a bad game where I think I played okay and didn't get rewarded for it. And then we get one where I played like an idiot and then got punished for it. That seems like a pretty good video. And who knows, maybe we get some good damage here farming these battleships. for a little bit. It really doesn't seem like he has secondaries, so maybe I can play a little bit more in the open. Secondaries are aimed very well. I think if we had manually controlled secondaries, I'd be more willing to open water gunboat against secondary battleships, because I think people would be bad at aiming them. I'm serious. I'm actually serious. I would prefer, like as a gunboat DD player, I would prefer we have manually controlled, like player aimed secondaries. That way I could dodge them. Yeah, this one's not over, by the way. Our team could throw this. I really don't want to let them get the C cap, but shooting here seems unwise. No, it doesn't. Oh, I was a little late. I should have shot. That was my mistake. My mistake. Oh, he does have secondaries. Interesting. Were they just turned off? Like, did he have his AA off or something? Interesting. We need our DPM online. All right, we don't have a lot of teammates left, actually. Fortunately, our DD is going to go get the cap here. Just got to help kill the Roma. Balti's not paying attention to us, so... maybe some AP action? Better shell velocity might mean more damage there. Alright, try for some fires on Massachusetts now. We'll try and get in the cap too. We're still ahead on points though, so we shouldn't be too... we don't need to be too risky just yet. Although the enemy kid is like full HP, that's pretty scary. Nice, get another cap. I'll stall this one out. Somehow our Yarsfeld is still alive? Okay, he's very low though. He got the Roma though. That's huge for us. That's actually massive. I'm assuming the Baltimore is going to go for the decap. Massachusetts here is pushing around this corner. How should we do this? Probably don't want to just full face tank a Massachusetts, so let's get ready to run away from his spot. Oh, and we see Kid Torps here too. So those were coming from over here somewhere. That's good to know. It's very good to know. Massachusetts running away. Baltimore getting the decap as expected. We just need to find ourselves in a position to be helping on these engagements that this North Carolina is about to get into. So we'll go here. Just be annoying. Just be annoying, guys. That's your goal in a situation like this one. Okay, NC got him. Very nice. Now there's a DD left. Apparently over that way. Full health kid is going to be difficult for us to 1v1 considering I'm on such low HP, but we're going to try. Oh, he did go to A. All right, well, are these torps online? Those were guess. Those were a guess. No, they're too slow. However, this is actually great because now we can help. And our improved shell velocity helping us a ton relative to Haida guns. Still got to lead a lot though. All right, he's slowing down in smoke, so that's good. Our DD might get away, probably gets away for that. Baltimore might catch him though. Oftentimes people like to reverse in their smokes, so we're gonna lead for that. No, he went forward, okay. Fair enough. Now we're in the cap. Pushing him out of his smoke, I guess, also means that we get the cap ticks for a little while longer. He's back in though, so maybe he's here. Oh no, he just turned around. Okay. We're chilling. We're chilling. Okay, 68k. We're getting a bit of damage. More importantly though, it's a close game. I did not think it was going to go this way at the start. Very happy with that, by the way. Some close games are exactly what I like in this game to make content on. Decision making. My decisions matter. And that's why I love playing this game. It's slow. and boring. But your decisions 5 minutes ago have a huge impact on the outcome, I should say. 3 seconds, and looks like we win it. A lot of DD play at the end is very important to winning games. Destroyers win games, guys. And that's why it's fun to play DDs. If you haven't tried it before, you really should, because you have so much battle impact. That's an E somehow. Wow. I did not expect that. We hardly did any damage, but I suppose all the solo caps? How much base XP was it? Okay, 2,300. That was a better game than I thought it was, apparently. Not bad. Even with, look at that. We can E taking a torp for free. Look at that. We didn't even need, what was that, 6,000? Yeah, it was 6,000 HP. We didn't even need it. Obviously, should not have eaten that torp. That was just a pure misplay, okay? But DDs are awesome. Haida, Huron are excellent. These are some of the most overpowered DDs at their tier. Even tier for tier. The ability to have this conceal, near like best in class conceal, second or third best DPM on your guns, is just unheard of for most other tiers. So it's just really, really good. Huron giving you better shell velocity than Haida. Little worse conceal, but still respectable. Like a Mayhan can't get anywhere close to this detect. Is really, really powerful. And you get heals. You get a pretty decently quick ship, especially with your engine boost up. You can accelerate quickly too. Notice no prop mod here, so it's that built-in acceleration that is so strong on this one. And a 4-kilometer hydro. This is a ridiculously powerful ship. Yukon apparently just wants to overpen everything. No, I mean it's a fine battleship, but it's still a battleship. They're frustrating, man. They just are. Especially when matches like that one, when everybody decides to go broadside and just continuously go broadside, and there's nothing you can do about it just because the game says no. I'm going to let it go, though. Happy Canada Day to those of you in Canada, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching some of the Canadian ships in World of Warships. And most importantly, thank you very much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.